12-3 work together, we need to start by preparing a payroll register for 2 employees. So again, when we prepare a payroll register, we need to include our earnings as well as our deductions. So we'll calculate deductions for these employees just as we did in 12-2. So you remember that you'll use the federal income tax table to calculate the federal income tax, and then take your total earnings times 6.2% for Social Security and 1.45% for Medicare. The instructions tell us a few other items that are deducted as well. For instance, they deduct $60 for health insurance each pay period, and $15 for a retirement plan each pay period. So using your tax table as we did in 12-2, you will determine that it was $61 for federal income tax for Edward Johnson based on married and 2 allowances. And for Janice Nelson, single, 1 allowance, the federal income tax deduction is $76. And again, to calculate Social Security and Medicare, we will take total earnings, $1,432.50 times 0.062 to get $88.82. We'll round that up to 82 cents. Medicare, take our total earnings times 0.0145 to give us $20.77. Our total deductions, we would add all these deductions, everything underneath the deduction heading. And when you add those up, you get $245.59. To calculate our net pay, we take our total earnings, subtract our total deductions to get $1,186.91. So that is the goal of preparing a payroll register, to come up with our net pay, to know how much to pay our employees. The next step, you would total all the columns up, simply using a calculator and totaling all the columns. And then finally, we need to prepare an earnings record. So we're going to take the information for Edward Johnson from our payroll register, which includes all employees, and record that into his individual earnings record. So the information needed would be September 30th. And you could go back up. He's employee number 2. He is married with 2 allowances. So we'll include that in his employee record. We could see in the instructions here, his rate of pay is $15 per hour. And his position is sales manager. His accumulated earnings, so up to this point, as of September 30th, he has earned $17,218. And that's important because we're going to calculate our accumulated earnings. How much has he made over the course of the entire year? So then we transfer our numbers down exactly as they are here in our payroll register. We transfer those into his employee earnings record. You'll see once it's all calculated that the numbers are from our payroll register transferred down into our employee earnings record. And the accumulated earnings is calculated by taking our accumulated earnings up to this point plus the net pay for this paycheck to get us our total accumulated earnings at this time. Accumulated earnings is how much that employee has made for the entire year up to this point.